Oh, please, James, please give us the
Tech news.
Listen to yourselves. You sound great. Come here. Take a seat.
Okay.
I love you. Well, we weren't supposed to be talking about this for about another 2 weeks, but here we are, telling you that the first review of an Intel 11th Gen desktop processor has been published. You see, just this week, Intel finally confirmed that the retail launch for the new chips was March 30th. But despite that, Anandtech was able to get their hands on a Core i7 11700K via retail, and earlier today published their full review. The chip apparently lives up to its Rocket Lake codename in the starship exploding on the landing pad kind of way, because it runs pretty hot and consumed more power than the other CPUs in the test suite, while also showing disappointing performance in professional and gaming benchmarks.
Oh, what's not to love?
Well, despite the lackluster showing, when told by Anandtech that they were going to break the embargo, Intel was apparently excited and offered no official comment on the situation. Which sounds like Intel maybe wanted this to happen? Did they not realize the chip isn't so great? I would say isn't so hot, but it's hot. Are we breaking the news to them right this second? I'm sorry, Intel. It was Cuttress. It's always Cuttress.
Damn, Cuttress!
NVIDIA's unhackable Ethereum mining limiter on the RTX 3060 was such a wild success that they're apparently going to include it on the upcoming RTX 3080 Ti 2. Not 2, but TOO.
That's sarcasm.
At least that's what the leaker Copite7kimi says. And usually people with numbers in their name are more trustworthy. I read that on 8chan. They also claim that the 3080 Ti will have 12 gigabytes of VRAM, which would place it nicely between the RTX 3080 and the 3090, the Goldilocks zone for rich people. But if you're in the market for a lower powered model, Video Cards spotted an Asus gaming laptop listing featuring an RTX 3050 Ti, meaning there might be more budget GPU options in that abstract, mystical land we're referring to when we talk about GPUs in 2021.
It's over the rainbow.
You get your second booster shot, and then, and yet another rumor about a Nintendo Switch Pro is circulating thanks to a new Bloomberg report, which claims the new model will launch by the end of this year and feature a 7-inch 720 OLED display. While that's bigger than the 6.2-inch screen on the OG Switch, it's the same 720 resolution. The same pixels is spread out. However, the so-called Switch Pro will be able to output 4K video to TVs in docked mode. Yeah, we've heard that before. Like I said, Switch Pro rumors have been as abundant as chips have been scarce this past year. That's kind of a weird phrasing. But given that Nintendo's president just talked extensively about the Switch's lifespan in an interview with Nikkei Business, we might actually see the console materialize by Christmas.
Oh.
And isn't that the greatest gift of all?
I think so.
Now it's time for the quick bits, brought to you by my good friends at Seasonic. Pow! When you think of the way that Seasonic's power supplies deliver ultra efficient power to a PC, wow! It just makes my skin vibrate. This Seasonic Prime Ultra Titanium power supply is fully modular. It's got fluid dynamic fan bearings with hybrid fan control to mitigate noise, and comes with a PSU tester in the box. Like, come on, it's got a 50,000 hour life expectancy and a 12-year warranty. So just be honest with yourself. It's okay to admit that you want this. Buy today at the links below if you've got chutzpah.
Okay.
Quick bits, boys. Read them and weep. Hold them or fold them. After a beta version of iOS 14.5 made it seem like iPhone users would be able to set a default music service other than Apple Music, Apple has clarified that, of course, that's not true.
It's Apple.
Nope. While Siri will learn which app you want to use for certain things, the default app will remain Apple Music. Because why would you want to set an inferior app as the default anything? Don't you love Tim Apple? Don't you think he knows what's good for you? He tries his best. He's crying right now.
He built a company for you.
Give him some money to dry his eyes and then uninstall Spotify. Facebook's AI researchers are applying self-supervised learning methods to develop computer vision models. Not models with computer vision. These are the most unsexy types of models you can imagine. It's all math here. AI systems supervising their own training means that there won't be as much of a need to label images so humans can keep up, which sounds great, honestly. It's so hard to always make sure AI isn't becoming sentient and planning to kill us. Having to supervise itself seems much easier.
Yeah, set on auto.
Just get to it already.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to do any work for my own demise. Samsung and Mastercard are working together to develop a credit card with a built-in fingerprint reader, so you can put your greasy digit on it instead of on the keypad that literally everyone else at the checkout has touched. Well, not literally. I have tap. I don't
Literally.
I'm Canadian. I don't have to actually do that. Actually, no. Americans don't even. They just swipe and sign it. And you can even look at them disdainfully as you use your fancy futuristic card. You're buying that? Okay. Is it even blockchain? See ya. Bungie isn't rushing to fix a bug that has allowed Destiny 2 players to cram 12 people into raids designed for only 4 players. Stick them in there, because unlike most game glitches, this one's quite popular. Bungie says, well, cheating's popular too. Bungie says they'll fix it eventually, so go try it out while you still have time, and also 11 other friends.
I don't.
Not even online? And Joseph Deen has become the youngest professional Fortnite player ever at 8 years old.
Oh, wow.
Dean has signed up with US-based Team 33 and received a $33,000 bonus for signing up, even though he's too young to stream on Twitch. Wow, that'll buy a lot of candies at the corner store.
Yeah, 5 cents. How many times 5 cents going to 33,000?
Many times. Unfortunately, we can't buy any more time for this episode. I'm not 8 anymore. Come back on Monday after I've had a sleepover with my wife.
Oh, gross.
I only get pizza if I'm lucky, and it has to be vegetarian.
All right.
Being an adult sucks.
Turn the camera off.